Hey everyone, Cheryl, Duchess of Rock and Roll, here today with Casey Edgar, and we're here in Nashville. It is March, right? It's not.
I think
it's
so.
not May. I'm not sure what month we're in.
This weather is beautiful.
I have
Thank you,
never been here. Where we are sitting at, where are we? Is this called Ugly Mugs? It's a great coffee shop.
This is Ugly Mugs, East Nashville.
Shout out to Ugly Mugs.
Ugly Mugs.
Best cappuccino I think I've ever had.
Green tea.
Green tea. It's a gorgeous day in Nashville. And I'm here with my friend Casey Edgar.
It is too nice out here. I'm not used to this.
We had to do the interview outside because it's March, and we're in shirt sleeves, and it's a little hot.
It's a little hot. We're in the shade.
And we're in the shade because this is the only table in the shade, and we found it.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
So, this is my friend Casey. I met through my friend Chris Bandy. Shout out to you, Bandy.
Hi, Bandy.
And plays a lot of shows here in Nashville. Tell me about what you've been up to here.
I do. I've for the last 2.5 years been playing non-stop downtown. Just getting my chops up.
I mean, almost any night you're here in Nashville, someone can see you downtown.
Pretty much. I mean, and I do a lot of writers' rounds too, but primarily the last 2 years have been with me and my band downtown at the Honky Tonks, just raising hell and having a good time and
have a little shot every now and again, maybe of green tea. Little
exactly.
green tea.
That's
yeah.
code word.
Everything from now on.
Fireball.
Green tea. It's not green, but we won't tell anybody that, right?
Yeah. Sorry, Mom.
Sorry. Yes, sorry, everybody. So I heard that you're going to be shifting direction with your career. Tell me what's going on.
Well, I'm actually in the process of kind of honing off downtown right now and just going to focus on my writing and get back to, I came to Nashville to be a songwriter, and I've kind of neglected that area of my my growth here in town, and so it's time to get back to that and start getting more focused on the original music and go in that direction. I'm excited. There's so many great writers in town. And I got a bunch of good buddies I write with. Bandy's one of those guys. And so I'm just looking forward to getting in more writing rooms with people.
Yes.
And
because I'm sure you, as a lot of the artists I know, you get caught up in playing the gigs and you're playing covers every night, and there comes a moment when your artistic self-expression is in jeopardy.
Exactly. You're exactly right.
And you want to be Casey.
Yeah.
And you, while you love all the artists that you sing and you love the tip jar,
yeah,
there comes a point when it's time for you to shine.
Yes, ma'am.
And I think it's time for you to shine.
Yeah, it's a good thing, being on a stage every night, even if it's covers, is a great thing to be in front of a crowd.
Zero Complaint Wednesday.
Zero Complaint Wednesday. Also Whiskey Wednesday.
Whiskey
Nashville.
Wednesday and green tea. Green tea Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the future and to put out another, hopefully, EP this year.
Yeah.
Original, 5 or 6 songs, hopefully, and spread the word more. So
yes,
yeah, for sure.
Well, I've gotten to see you play, I think, twice now, and I love seeing you play. I love the music you do. What direction do you think you'll head? Like, what would you call your musical stylings of your writing, your personal writing?
I mean, it's country, in the bare form of it, but I like a lot of the soul. I like soul music. My dad raised me on a lot of Motown,
Ooh, yes.
A lot of Jackson 5 and all that stuff, and so I'm liking kind of where country's headed, where it's so diverse and give it a little soul flavor. I love that kind of music.
Yes.
And so I'm hoping to drive it more that way and rootsy, more acoustic. I love folk music. I love Bob Dylan, Neil Young, and so kind of intertwine that with what my styles are, and yeah.
That's awesome.
If that explains it anyway.
It does. It does. I was going to ask your influences, but you just name dropped 3-4 good people. So,
there's a lot.
Yes.
There's a lot. There's a ton.
Yes. So I was looking at your tattoo. Tell me a little bit about. Show them your tattoo so they can see it.
This is my tattoo. Can they see it?
I think it says Ed.
It says Ed Dot. And
Ed Dot.
That's my grandpa.
That's awesome.
And I got that my second year in town, and he would abbreviate his name. His name was Edgar, and that's my middle name. And he would abbreviate it Ed Dot, and that's his actual signature. So
that's awesome.
I keep it there when I make bad decisions. I look at it and I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. Sorry, Grandpa.
Yes.
It's
I've
good to,
often thought about getting my mom's name tattooed on me
Yeah.
with her, because she had very distinctive handwriting. I haven't come to the place where I'm ready yet,
Hey.
because she's been gone 13 years. But,
Wow.
you know, like I always know those mean something super special,
It
you know,
does.
family and...
Until the guy comes up to you and says, "Hey, man, is that an Ed Hardy tattoo?" That's happened before. A guy thought
Are you serious?
The guy thought I had like an endorsement, Ed Hardy endorsement. It kind of looks the same, you know.
It does, but wow, I really never went there in my mind.
Yeah, it kind of made me mad because if my grandpa had his own cologne, it would smell a lot better than that stuff.
Would
Just
like to
saying.
note that that was just an opinion of Casey.
Sorry, Ed Hardy, if you're listening.
So who would you tell me that, who are you hot on right now in country? Like, who would you pay money to go see right now?
Well, of course, you're going to see Christopherson, so...
Just shout out to Chris Christopherson and every wonderful
so
player
jealous.
tonight. That's why I'm here in town.
Right now, I mean, Eric Church is a guy I look up to a whole lot.
Okay, Mr. Misunderstood. And the
Fantastic.
song that my friend Travis Meadows wrote with him, I mean, that album.
Which one did Travis write?
He wrote the New Orleans Knives
Oh,
of
yeah, Knives of New Orleans.
Orleans.
Yeah.
It's-
That whole album.
That album, Mr. Misunderstood. I mean, what child of our generation could not identify with that
I fell
song?
in love with that the minute I
The
heard
minute I heard it, I was like, it may be Mr. Misunderstood, but I might be Ms. Misunderstood. You know, like I literally
You gotta
just,
make a remix.
the Cheryl, the Duchess remix, Ms. Misunderstood. It's such a good song. I think he really speaks to a generation because he's really rock and roll and soul and country.
It's a good mixture of everything. I love his writing, his lyrics.
He really is a lyricist, isn't he?
It's incredible.
Shout out to Eric Church.
there-
If you ever want to
yes.
interview with the Duchess, I'm here for you, man.
Oh,
Oh, I know.
I want to go see him live. I've never seen him
I
live.
haven't seen him live either. I'm going to remedy that, Eric Church. I did meet Wheeler. Shout out to Wheeler. Wheeler's his merch guy.
Oh, cool,
What a fun
cool.
kid. I got to go to the pop-up store here last fall, and I had a moment with Wheeler, and I got to sign Eric's wall.
Nice. Yes.
And so I think Eric is great, too. I have to agree with you on his lyrics. He's just mesmerizing. I listened to that album on the way here yesterday.
Did
I did, in its
my
entirety.
gosh.
Sometimes you just got to soak it in, right?
Yeah, and you could do that front to back with every one of his albums.
Yes.
They're that good. So.
Yeah, I think right now I'm really into Stapleton and Sturgill.
Oh,
Jeez.
I can attest to that as well.
I mean their lyrics and their music and where they're headed, it's just delicious.
It is. And Sturgill just puts you in that place like he's an old ghost, like he's got that
Soul.
voice. And it's great. I love it.
We're so blessed. You're blessed to live here
I love
and get to
Nashville.
swim in it every day.
It's incredible. It is. I was just telling someone yesterday, I sing a lot of like songs that were written about the places I kind of play at,
Yes, there's a lot of songs written about your venues.
It's crazy to think about hearing those songs growing up, like Guitars and Cadillacs, or like another one. A good example is like a Rhinestone Cowboy. Listen to lyrics in that song. It's like incredible to like come to Nashville and actually be a part of those songs, kind of.
Right. It's
and,
like you're
live 'em.
living it.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of spooky sometimes to think about it and be like, am I really living this like this? It's kind of crazy.
Sometimes-
I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. Really wouldn't.
I mean, I'm just starting the blog, but some of the people I've met along the way and the experiences I've had by being a true music fan, it's really, sometimes I just have to stop and just be really grateful and give it up, just
Sure,
really give
sure.
thanks for the life that I'm blessed with.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have any musical ability except to love and appreciate wordsmiths and music and people like yourself. I meet you. I know you have a good soul. We've become friends. It's a privilege and an honor to meet people who go and live their dreams. So few people are willing to step out into the unknown, and I'm proud of you and a lot of our friends, including Chris and other people we know, who are willing to take steps that a lot of people aren't willing to take.
Sure.
Because life is short,
Yes, it is.
and someday you wake up and it's like, I'm not going to waste any more time. And I think you might have woken up to that recently.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's the last year of my life has been like that. Just kind of just refocusing. It's easy to get caught up in life and hustle and bustle, and you got to devote yourself to your art, and that's kind of how I look at it. And So freeing up of time is huge for me.
Yes.
And it's in the last year or 2 years, I've really kind of adopted this, don't like live, like, work to live. I can't even remember the dang saying.
How about
but it's
live
great.
like tomorrow never comes?
Don't work your life away. Is what
I'll
I'm
give a
trying to
shout out
say.
to Zach Brown's song there. I'm gonna live like tomorrow never comes. I
That's
love
a good,
that song
yeah.
because that's how I try to live my life. So tell the people where they can
Yes, ma'am.
find you on social media.
You can find me at Casey Edgar Music, and that's Facebook, that's Twitter, that's MySpace even, Instagram. I got all that good stuff.
That's awesome.
I love Snapchat. I do all that stuff.
I don't have a Snapchat. It's because I have
on.
I have a teenager and I don't
You
want
gotta
her to
get
do
Snapchat.
it. I don't want her to do it.
It's so fun.
Oh my gosh, we've gone off the rails here.
But yeah, and CaseyEdgar.com. And I got some
CaseyEdgar.com.
music on there, so free
Casey
music.
is a great guy. I'm proud to call him my
Thank you,
friend.
sweetie.
You're so welcome. And please check him out. Please support local music. Please support singers and songwriters. Buy the merch. Buy the tickets. Show up at shows.
Amen.
I'm the Duchess of Rock and Roll. This is Casey Edgar. We're here in beautiful East Nashville, Tennessee, and we're out for the day. Enjoy it.